Now, I just want to acknowledge a few people. Mike, I kept looking for you guys. Mike, could you do me a favor and take the microphone and share with them why they should do workshops on women's hormone problems? And could you also do a quick share, Mike, about the idea of you doing some lectures in restaurants and just lecturing? I'm trying to get them mobilized and start doing some lectures.
Okay.
Mike, come on up here. Now, Mike usually does not dress like this when he's
hey, we're in Florida today, you know. It's hot out there. Y'all notice it's like 85 degrees out there? I live here, I know it. So, anyways, lectures are very effective. And the fibromyalgia, the women's hormone lecture was probably, that's probably the more successful one that we do. Trying to think. To be honest with you, my wife and Ellen do most of the lectures. I don't really do them anymore because I really sucked at them. To be honest with you.
Well, why don't you just cut to the chase? Okay. Anyway, so in other words, here's a doc, and he knows that lecturing is important, but he doesn't want to do it. And when you don't want to do something, you get crappy at it because you don't even want to do it.
Amen.
So let's give her the microphone. Mike, go give her.
There you go. So she does this part of our practice.
So we got to fire Dr. Mike. Ellen and I would go and watch him do it, and we'd go. So I said, Ellen, you got to do it. So anyway, she did a fabulous job. She didn't think she could, and I kept coaching her, and finally I said, you're going to do it today. He can't come. And she said, oh.
With the slides.
With the slides. I said, Ellen, you know it. You heard him do it every time. It can't be hard. It can't be hard. And I didn't want to do it because I knew if I could get her to do it, then I could do something else.
Right.
I need to staff my weakness.
Right.
So anyway, she did it, and she was as calm as she could be. And she said she was shaking, but she did a fabulous job. And she said, oh, it's not that bad. Everything we did with Ellen, she did a fabulous job, but she was a nervous wreck before.
I got it. But when you said did a great job, I mean people signed up.
They signed up. We had probably 80% come into the office, sometimes 90.
Now raise your hand. So if you had 20 women in a talk and your CA only signed up 16, would you fire her, Rick, or should we keep her? I think we'll keep her. Yeah. So is that a good talk for him to? I mean, I'm trying to tell him that.
That talk is good. We got a lot of results out of that. The weight loss, we got results out of too.
Yeah. So like I told you, fibro, weight loss, women's hormone problems, and learning our methods and our procedures has definitely worked. Now, I was trying to get him to. Did you guys do the cleansing program?
We have.
And so
it works with that.
Yeah. So I mean, you can't do a lecture on weight loss unless you have a weight loss program.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We really took the lectures to a higher level after we went on the call. You had us talk about that.
So listen to this. So they were doing lectures, everything was going okay, but I got them ready finally to get on, Joe, and listen to Gene Martin. He runs our teleconferences.
One time we got
One time they listened, and what happened?
We closed 100% after that. It was amazing. Just a few things that we went over, it just it turned our heads to think right, and we had confidence. We said the right thing. It was just like, let's go shopping at the mall, or let's do a lecture. What do you want to do today?
They went from 60% sign-up rate to 100% sign-up rate with 1 hour of training. I'm telling you, get on the teleconference.
Even he improved after that.
Holy crap. Let's give her a round of applause. Thanks, honey. All right, so Chad Luce, where are you, Chad? I want to acknowledge Chad. He just had his highest ever office visits, which, I don't know, how was it? How many? 180. And Chad's a very special person because he's a chiropractor, but he's also deaf. And for him to do the marketing, to do report of findings, and to be deaf and have to listen and read lips, you're a very special person, Chad. Let's give him a round of applause. Well done. Chad, for them, what one thing did you do to bring the practice up? What one thing?
Okay, I met Dr. Singer in March back in Tampa. I'm sorry, was it Tampa? Yeah, Tampa. And the one thing that we changed when I got back to the office was just change your mindset in the office about referral. Just that was really my staff that did that. This is my fiance Megan, and that's Marie. And what we did, we just started, I don't really know how to describe it, just making sure that people started referring other people. And that was the big jump. For the highest we ever got to was about 140. And we just been growing. And then in 1 week, we just went from 140 to 170. And we never dropped back down below that. So just in 1 week, we just jumped up by 30 people. I know that's kind of small for a lot of people, but for us, it's huge, you know?
Let's give Liz a round of applause. Chad, everyone in this room would take jumping 40 visits a week and go, oh, good. Raise your hand if you consider that good. Only went up 40 visits a week. Nick LaHood, where's Nick? Hey, Nick, I want to finally acknowledge you. Very well done. Highest ever office visits. Can we give a round of applause to Nick? So, Nick, same question. What was the one thing we finally got going? Again, just asking for referrals. But you got to do it the way we teach. And then Leah Samuels. Where's Leah? Highest ever new patients. What did we do, Lee? What was the one procedure? No. You did? Hold on. I want to hear this. I want to give her a microphone. So, Leah, what did you do?
I have a new practice and started with 0 patients and actually got out there, did a screening, had 27 new patients signed, 22 came in and closed 100%. So.
Woo-hoo! Woo, woo, woo! There's even hope for us, Rich. Lisa Merritt, highest ever new patients, highest ever office visits, highest ever money. Let's give Lisa a round of applause. Rockin', baby. All right. What one thing did you do? Now, I know some of them did more than one, but what one thing?
I do acupuncture, and I doubled my events. So I'm just doing events all the time.
Like lectures?
Lectures, screenings. I joined some like free networking groups.
Right.
So that's it.
Yeah, so she's out there and making it rock. Let's give her a round of applause here, Lisa. Lisa, have you ever been up to Bob Doan's?
No, next year.
You should think about it. It'll blow your mind. Roxana Gonzalez, and Glenna Oloa. Did I blow this? How did I do on the names? Highest ever in office visits, highest ever in income. Let's give them a round of applause. My kind of people, my size. What did you do? One thing.
Screenings. Just doing screenings, and we're getting them in. It's just speaking to them, educating them, and they're coming in.
Good. Let's give her a round of applause. Job well done. Oh, here. And Susan who? Where are you, Suzanne? And Susan just had her highest ever in office visit. Suzanne, can you come and share what we did to make that happen? Hi, Susan. What are you doing here? I thought you were supposed to be in New Jersey. What did we do?
Only the one thing, ask the patient to bring their spouse in without, charge them examination fee. So the same week, I will get 4 new patients, and second week, 4 of them bring their spouse and kids.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I mean, when we do a new patient exam, at the end of the exam, we tell them it's our custom to give them a check worth whatever we charge for the first visit so that they can bring in their family and make it more affordable. So just by putting in the asking for spouses at the end of the first visit, she just had her highest ever in practice. Can we give her a round of applause? Let me give you my Here, Susan. Thank you. Davis Pascal. Now, Dave, I've been harping on forever because he had a great excuse. How can I build a big practice? I'm never there. How can you have a big practice if one day you're in Germany, 3 weeks later you're in China? He finally signed up his first corporation using our idea of signing up corporations, and they pay him $100 adjustment to come into the corporation. They wanted him to adjust their corporation, their employees, and they pay him $100 per employee to come in. He practices in North Carolina. Where was the company? Los Angeles. I go, Dave, why don't you pick one in Carolina? You got to pick one in Los Angeles. This guy can't stay home. So finally, I think after all these years, we got him the big idea. If you want to see somebody 3 times a week, you got to actually be there. So Dave now has his highest ever office visits. One share, Dave, of what we did. besides staying around?
Besides staying home, yeah, it works a lot better to grow your practice if you're there more than 2.5 days a week. That's number one. Then the second thing is I'm just doing a lot of screenings and a lot of event talks, a lot of events. So just getting out, we're just trying to schedule as many talks as we can, and it works.
Things are going great.
Yeah.
Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you, Dave. You can put that up. Now, one of the things you're going to find in common about those people who are doing great is they're doing something. Moses prayed, but he never got out of Egypt till they decided to walk. Jesus built his practice doing outside lectures. And he served food and drink. And he was known to go to the mall, put his hands on them, just like our fibro technique, and close them. You want to help people, you got to get out there. We're going to show you how to get out there. We're going to show you what to do. And your practice will grow.